So I have Ernest's family watch. Let's see if I can get that to him. So back in the rainy forest, got my barrels to my left, blue, red, following the sound of the wind chimes. Gives it a very mysterious quality. Oh, I can see one of my dancing guys. The dancing grey men. He's about to wake up. Never wake a sleeping grey man. So obviously there's a lot of backtracking that's going on. I backtrack, I go out, I come back. Now, trying to remember where his house was. I think I had to go through the gate. Pretty sure it'd given me the key to the gate. Wait, did I just go in a big circle there? I think I did. So, wind chimes, yes. But this way back. Yeah. And the next wind chimes. So, Ernest had said that he had put these wind chimes up to help guide his sons through the forest when they were kids. So, Ernest, a very considerate father. Also had a lot of wind chimes. There's a lot there. So we're looking at this pretty desolated house, assuming that's from all the Civil War action. So there's artillery shells and mortars that we'd seen before. Little stone wall with a picket fence on top. I'm not sure that's fully practical. I was wondering how they're attaching the wood in there with the concrete. A little veranda. It's got some ivy creeping up the side of the building. You know, this is a fixer-upper right here. This is just equity waiting to be explored. Very good. So, going into the basement. And Ernest was sat there, so here he is. So I should be able to give him his gold watch and see what he says then about his sons. Okay. A well-worn back reads Otis.
Thank you for bringing this watch back to me. It belonged to Otis, my eldest. My father gave it to me, and I gave it to Otis. I'll give it to Atticus if he ever comes home.
Atticus. Otis Atticus. Do you remember that guy's name? Atticus. Okay, well, that was a little underwhelming. I thought once you do something like this, it keeps the game going. But I unlocked a trophy, And that's it. Okay, what have we got on the shelf here? Cheesy tubes. So macaroni and cheese. Crackers. Some nice tinned goods. Let's see what that thing is in green. That's a clock. That's all a little bit pissed. I think that's meant to be 7 minutes past 9. Nice little lamp, little setup. I don't know why the dad's sleeping in the basement. Oh, I guess because there's no ceiling. The ceiling is missing. Oh, put a save in there. Alright. So, backtracking. Did that. Not sure where I should be going to next. That's kind of a nice little touch, just following the sounds. Pretty easy. Grey guy. Oh. That was one that I dealt with earlier. So wind chimes are swaying in the wind. The wind chimes are gently swaying in the wind. The wind chimes are super chill, literally. So this was the entrance that I went into originally. Let's climb or ascend the ladder. Climbing, I'm ascending. Oh yeah, this was where the original door was. Don't know if there'll be... Oh, I should be able to read this now because I have my scanning eye. Oh, so it's Fort Mort. Is that Fort Mount? I think Fort Mort sounds funnier. Fort Mort. To be played with here. All glory to the exalted queen, by a hand and will of our lord Cetharus, the triumph of the Paleomist calls it made manifest. Okay. A little drone ranger. Okay, so I'm mildly stuck. I'm trying to remember any threads from before. So the soldier had sent me inside. I'd got the med kit. Then encountered a lady fighting some of the grey guys. She got killed. I stole her stuff. I'm now wearing her stuff. So I think there's the map. The sergeant has the key to the ABC fuse number. Okay. So I guess I need the APC key to the sergeant. Am I looking for a dead sergeant? So an upgrade for my drone. Come through here. Fought some grey guys. I'm not sure. That red orb's mine. Oh. Carrots, potatoes, and walnuts. It's a nice little meal. Alright, here's some action here. Some more ruins. I'm assuming it's still part of Fort Mort. Oh yeah, the door. Right, what we got here? Select a slot. Relevant items. So I'm running around, somewhat lost, seeing what unfolds. This game was built as having minimal help and hand-holding, which is good for our purposes. There's a lot to look at. But maybe it makes it difficult to get to the next point. Right, so I'm ascending this slope now. Oh, here we are. Grey times. Still haven't managed out to figure out the parry, honestly. What's kind of cool about the movement of the grey, I'm going to call them the grey dancers, is the movement is erratic. So because there is an erratic movement, I can't predict where it's going to hit. I'm sure there's a pattern to it, but right now to me it just looks erratic. Time loop guardian. Oh, okay, there's a bunch. It's always a good sign. Oh, there is one of our medieval knights. This one left shoulder. That is epic. It's almost touching the sky. Akin to the great medieval constructions. Tower. That's what they're calling it. Tower. Okay. Have to get tethered before I can get down. Okay, well. Even on easy mode. Too difficult. Oh no. Wait, they're taking me all the way back here. Oh, that is frustrating. So, back through the forest, follow the wind chimes. get my butt kicked. One wind chime, 2 wind chimes, 3 wind chimes, 4 wind chimes. Wait, I think this is where I look back on myself like I did before. 5. No, we're good. 5 wind chimes. Alright. Now I assume all these guys just respawn then. Which I have to do a better job of killing them. But my ability is below the required level for this assignment, I would say. Okay. This seems familiar. Ascending up the hill. Bunch of grey guys. I don't think they respawn then. Because I'm sure there was all those grey guys here before. Well, that's good. Now I'm descending the steps. Oh yeah, there's my guys. Okay, so I have to kill the tether before I entrance to the tower. This guy looks like he is screaming in joy, screaming in battle. Almost looks Anglo-Saxon, thinking of the King of Wessex. Just always pays to carefully have a look around, just in case. I'm not one to be overly thorough, but there is some instinctive things that make you want to just have a quick look around the surroundings. Okay. I better get up here now. There's no way in. Can I get in the tower? Okay. Can I put the hat? It doesn't fit yet. This feels so very good, old school Resident Evil. The gilded gateway to the august passage of Her Majesty Queen and her stately procession. The towering of infidels, the arc aspire, vast roar that swallows the loathsome civilian worms under their rightful doom. So this is a precursor still to the ongoing civil war. So in this story, this civil war's been going on for a long old time. This is not going to help me, so I need to get in there. So I think this must be the warrior queen here. That's what I'm guessing. Right. Under the stairs. There's always something under the stairs. See? Required this one. I do need to spend some time in my data pad and equipping some stuff. I think out of the two weapons so far, I think I prefer the sword. sure not having my handheld on where to go in this. But even when I do have my handheld in games, I still feel like I get lost and restless. Alright. Maybe I'll go back into that building. Back through the trenches. I never really found it. Alright, I'm going to go back into the trenches. So, this is very World War One style. Somebody's job was to load those barrels onto that truck. They're seeing their good work undone. I almost wonder if it's worth, with something like this, you know, you sketch your own map. Oh, the sun is in the distance. Alright, back down the trenches. A little save on. I don't think you can go over the top. So in trench warfare, when you would leave your trench and go and fight in no man's land, you'd be going over the top. But it seems like there's no steps. Looks like a machine gun of sorts. Don't know my weapons. That's where I came in. Okay, back in. Oh, that's the key. That's exactly what I needed. Okay. So I should be able to get to that APC. That's right back at the start, where the soldier got caved in on. Which way? It must be painful to watch sometimes where it's clear I don't know where I'm going. Alright, here we go. This is my hub. Ah, okay. So this is the whole place. These are all the places I can go. Interesting. So I can travel to the Casa Marshes. But that is the only place I can go to. There we go. I'm moving in the right direction. Very cool. Oh, literally it was just the intro to the game.
Epsilon 11. Epsilon 11, sound off. Why are you in Akasa Marshes? Who ordered you? Where are my men?
They're gone. The creatures got the better of them.
Abandon the vehicle and walk away. You have my word, no harm will come to you.
How about I give it back when I no longer need it?
I would advise against it.
It's just too convenient.
You have no idea who you've stolen from. Choose your next move wisely.
I like the protagonist. It's got it's kind of old and gruff. Okay, so I just traveled in the OPC. I'm now entering the Akasa Marshes. I've got my drone. Ooh, I've got some nice graffiti on the wall. Can't read that. A nice little wheelie bin. Chain link fence. Up to some electric building. Doesn't feel practical. How'd you get up the steps? There's no gate. It's got the air of a little town or village. Standard fence. Standard bollards. Generator going. Now, classical European-sized car that Americans would laugh at. I think it was tiny, but okay. Organized nations. It's funny the UN versus the ON. Organized nations versus the UN, United Nations. It's like a store brand version of the UN. Some muddy old tracks. Squelching in my shoes. What is it? Maybe it's not mud. Good use of foliage, alright. This guy's just having a chill, getting his chill on, having a sit down. Let's look at this chest. Bronze acorn. An ammunition crate holding hundreds of small bronze acorns. That's going to be useful for something, I imagine. Okay, well. It's a pretty horrific sight. Huge pile of bodies in a mass grave. You can hear the buzzing of the flies. And like it says at the outset of this, Civil War always brings levels of horrendousness and horror. Let's see what this guy says. Not all characters will engage in full conversations, but they might say something of interest. Oh, I didn't realize he has this. Oh, God.
Why? Why? Why is this happening? Camille. Oh, my baby. Anna, my baby girl. We got separated during the evacuation in Tulsa. The screaming, the panic, the smoke, pure chaos. I lost them in the crowd. I finally traced them back to Jova, but I'm too late. I'm too late. Oh, Camille, forgive me. I'm too late. Without one of their belongings, I can't even give them a proper Palamist burial.
Okay, well that is a mission there, that I clearly have to find something of theirs to give. Man clearly in distress. Don't have anything I can give him yet, but so looking for an item that is a little girl's and maybe a mum's. Yeah. But you can see why the ON Organized Nations would be eagerly there. Alright. So one half the Civil War, the Sabinian territory, the village of Jova. Wind chimes again. A helicopter swooped by. So there is a vast open space here, a tank, weird looking spiky ball, and I see one of my grey dancers. I have electric pylons that as a kid I used to think were giant climbing frames. Like adult-sized climbing frames, which I mean, I guess you could use them as that. Some stagnant old water. I had to flee the abbey. Tell him what those strands would do. Just managed to get inside. No response for the sacred. No respect. I have someone covering the screen. If any of my fellow brothers find this, I will be heading to the place we toured last summer. Find me. May his gaze lie upon us and deliver us from evil. Brother Milos. Nope. Don't stand in the wall.
Focus. Now, continue.
Let's try that again. Don't stand in the water. There's some smoke in the distance. I already actually have it on easy, so let's keep that hush hush. Well, I 100% have to check out the Abbey, because that's what the history buffs are here for. I can see the Abbey in the distance there. There's a grey guy. It looks like he's got wings and a backpack. Oh, how do I get to the other side here? We know the war kills, so you do have to be careful of that. Does my guy have a jumping ability? Nope. It's worth a go. It's worth a go, just testing. Okay, well, let's go this way then. Can't go in there. Little substation. Some lights in the distance. Some dead civilians, it looks like. Okay, so I know not to make the mistake of just jumping in the river. guess I can loop all the way around. Alright, let's see what the backpack winged guy is like. Okay, this beaten up road. Oh. Oh. Still can't figure out the arrow. The crab guy. Time loop. Don't know what the time loops are. I discovered it. It's giving me the option to enter it. Let's see what happens then. Oh. This door is too dangerous to enter. That's good. I didn't want to enter it anyway. So my weapon levels up with this, which is kind of cool. Right. If I was walking on these wooden, what's you call it, like just a wooden bridge, you'd be super worried. That the biggest danger would be running and slipping on this. If you see that moss, it just looks slippy. You wouldn't want to go fast. You'd be like, whoa, I'm going to slip. That's the real danger here. It's like it's glitching. So I don't really know if these guys are human in origin, but the last one definitely screamed a little bit like one. I wonder if I can put health on now. Now I'm past the intro, can I actually use my health pack? Inspect. How do I use it? Endurance. Suitable for contains basic metal. It's the most basic thing. I'm like, how do I use the health pack? Okay, an abandoned kitchen sink here. People put their junk everywhere. Fridge. Gotta be something in the fridge. Very good. That's where I keep my carrots and my turnips. Right, where's this abbey? grey guy. No, my health is too low. I'm assuming this is the Abbey here. So, is there going to be any monks, past, present, or future? Oh yeah, it's the high ground. New usable item. Yeah, but how do you actually use it? It's obviously beyond my capabilities. Is to figure out how to use a basic med kit. Okay. Doesn't seem too much going on at the Abbey. Okay. Orders. Establish artillery camp. Check. Identify elevated, easily defensible position. Fortify and deploy camp. Yeah. Well, commence shelling. Target town of Jova. Weaken defense positions. Leave as much infrastructure intact as possible. Civilian migrants will be settled here. Inhabitants are expendable. 6th Battalion will arrive 72 hours. Okay. There's a little stamp on there. We've got the high ground. Pretty sure. I wasn't sure if they were the slits that you have in a castle to fire your arrows out of. I deserve that. Now the question is, do I still have that item I found before? Okay, yeah. Alright, well, it seems like a good place to stand and stare. Got the smoke in the distance. We've got the sun. We've got the mountains. Yeah.